Hello and welcome to Free Sample of the Week. This week we're not looking at one but two free guitars. We're looking at the Classical GTR Lite and then we're looking at the Classical GTR 2 Lite. These are classical guitars, and with the first one we're getting 7 presets and with the second one we're getting 5 presets, although that's a little bit deceptive because it counts the start as a preset, but that does nothing. Anyway, it's free, we can't complain. They're all unique and I was just going to feature one, but they're both beautiful. I really like the original one. The first patch has this very ethereal, space-esque sort of sound. There are some more traditional samples within it as well, but overall this is a really nice, gorgeous little guitar sample by Quiet Music. Not heard of these guys before. Remind me a lot of Sample Science, but link is in the description as always. For this one, in order to be free, you do need the free GTR code, discount code right there as well. Otherwise, it is €1. There is a full version of these as well. I believe it's around the €30 mark. Anyway, let's jump straight in, and we're going to go straight for the first one, the original one. And as I said, there is this start sort of banner which they count as a preset. So we click on that. Out of the box, the 1200 Cancrill V2 or 7 sounds absolutely gorgeous. So we'll just jump in and have a tinker with this one. I absolutely love that sound. Absolutely gorgeous. Bit of a limiting range. You can go far down as there and as high as about there. So bit of a limiting range. I really wish I could go to the extremes, especially with a sound like that. You do have some basic controls: attack, decay, sustain, release, and then some mod rate, mod depth, cutoff, and volume. So very basic features, but overall absolutely gorgeous sound. Let's move on to the next one. This is more like your, I say, normal guitar. Another gorgeous patch. I'm just going to keep flicking through these because we've got a few to get through. So this one is your more traditional, bog standard, kind of default one. I kind of wish they would have put this one right at the beginning, although I understand you might just get stuck with that and then not look at all the other ones. But that yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. That's your bread and butter. While the other ones, especially that first one, I absolutely love it. They're unique, they're fun. I've not quite heard sounds like this done like this before, especially for free, but a lot of fun, gorgeously sampled, and just something I very randomly found and thought I'd share with you. But that is the first one. Now we're going to move into the second one, which is this. A little bit bigger, still has that start thing, and then we have a number of different presets. We do have 5 this time. They didn't put 6 of that one for some reason. They put more than there actually was. I think we have an extended range by like maybe 1 note. More settings, ADSR, there's a whole modulation thing, distortion, which is nice, more reverb control. I don't think there was any reverb control on the other one actually. So a lot more control over the samples we have. What does this button do? That just takes us to the website. Okay, handy. Let's just jump in again and have a little play around. I wonder if we can strip everything off. We can strip the reverb off. Is that the only thing that was on? So I can't make that any more raw. The reverb is completely... So naturally that is quite heavily saturated. It's quite a unique sound, that preset. As I said, this is rather interesting and unique. Okay, this is more bread and butter, I feel. My one qualm with this is the amount of reverb that's already on it. This isn't even turned on. This is the raw sound, as it were. And it'd be really nice to just strip it completely back and not have all that reverb. But I don't believe that is possible. This is more bearable. Let's add a little bit of distortion. That's quite nice, actually. Bit of chorus. So a lot you can do. I really like the added feature of distortion. A bit of chorus as well adds something to it. Delay, if that's your thing. Reverb, it's already quite saturated, not as much as the others, but still. ADSR, always nice to see. Last but not least, I want a a bit more release, I think, on this one. Now, I think this is advertised as an ambient Spanish guitar, but still it'd be nice to be able to just take it back a bit, and I don't know how difficult that would actually be, because that reverb, it all sounds post-production. I believe the raw sound recorded, that would have been nice just to have as well, and I don't think it would have been that difficult to add on. I think overall, I actually prefer this one, especially that first patch. When I found it, it just kind of blew me away a bit, and I spent about 15-20 minutes just playing around and tinkering and coming up with little melodies. But definitely, I think this one wins the cake for me. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the first one or the second one? Definitely worth downloading. They're not large at all, but nicer than the guitars that come in Logic, personally. They've definitely got some unique character to them. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.